KyleUniverse, what the heck is this? Why are you talking about Back to the Future for NES on Christmas Eve? And I hear you, but there's a reason for it. So, you know those games that you associate with people or events? You know, like if you had a friend that would come over to your house and would always bring the same game, and you really loved it, and every time you play that game you think of that friend? Well, for me, every time I play Back to the Future for the original Nintendo, I think of Christmas Eve. Because back when I was 10, my brother and I just so happened to choose this game to play on Christmas Eve. Now, you know how it is as a kid. It's the day before Christmas, and you're full of anticipation for the next day when you get to open your presents. And you know what I'm talking about, just all that childhood excitement that comes along with Christmas. So every time I play Back to the Future, I think of the Christmas Eve when my brother and I played it. So that's why this is today's episode.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Too bad it sucks. To say everything that is wrong with this game would be like beating a dead horse. Everyone has taken shots at it, and it is 100% accurate. This game is the poster child for games that don't follow the movie. I mean, sure, there are little tidbits of the movie thrown in here and there, but for the most part, it is completely detached from it. It feels like LJN got the license for Back to the Future at the last moment and decided to take whatever game they were working on at the time and slap the movie's likeness on it. Now, I don't know if that's what happened, but that's what it looks like. And apparently, Bob Gale, the creator of Back to the Future, tried to get LJN to change some things, but his requests fell on deaf ears. It got so bad that he actually told fans not to buy it. Dang! Okay, so let's talk about it a little. You play as Marty, and I say that loosely because the character looks nothing like him, and you have to go around collecting clocks to keep yourself, your brother, and your sister in the picture at the bottom of the screen from disappearing. The more clocks you collect, the more solid they stay. This is primarily what the entire game is. After a while, you will enter several buildings along your path that represent a few locations from the movie. Like the diner where Marty has to throw milkshakes at the bullies who are pursuing him. Or the school where you use a book, at least I think it's a book, to block all the hearts that Lorraine is sending your way. The dance where Marty plays a sped-up version of Johnny Be Good while blocking various musical notes with his guitar. And the clock tower, where you have to drive the DeLorean up to 88 miles per hour while avoiding the lightning strikes. So, here's the thing. This game is bad, there's no question about it, but I think it gets more hate than what it deserves. Now, hear me out. Had this been any other NES game without the Back to the Future name attached, people probably would have played it, said meh, and it would be remembered as a mediocre Nintendo game. Nothing really special going on here. But not a 100% throwaway. But because it is Back to the Future, that's what made it infamous. You can't just take a property like that and just do the bare minimum. It is a sucky Back to the Future game. But without that, it's just a slightly below average NES game. I guess take that for what you will. And before I end this, I just want to say to everyone watching, I hope you have the merriest of Christmas. Thank you for watching for another year, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.